Welcome to Stompbox TV. Thank you, Scotty. This is Scotty from Mooer, demoing the Ocean Machine. It's a pedal which I don't think we've had a Mooer pedal that's got quite so much interest launch before, and I don't know if it's a Devin Townsend connection or whether it's just the fact that it's an incredibly well-spec'd pedal at a good price. Maybe it's a bit of both, but tell us a bit about the Devin Townsend connection.
Actually Mooer had hooked up with Devin before I started working there, but I've been working with him for the past year or so. I believe it was maybe Warwick, I think, introduced them. And basically Devin had been looking for a company to design a pedal for him for a while. And from what he told me, he'd gotten lots of other companies and you know, they try to put something together for him, but it's usually a case of, here's a pedal that we make, you can put your name on it, and then we'll sell it as a Devin Townsend pedal. But I think he had trouble finding someone to design him one, like from the ground up, you know, which is where the good gentleman at Mooer stepped in.
And yet, despite being a specific Devin Townsend pedal for his particular use, it's one that pretty much any guitarist would want.
Absolutely, it's incredibly versatile. Of course, you know, it's not a complicated pedal, but because it does many things, it's got a little bit of a learning curve, you know, as any processor would, but the way the controls are laid out and stuff, you can use this like easy peasy, like any Stompbox guy could, it's no problem. But yeah, super versatile, man, you use it for all different music.
Okay, so it's got 2 delays and a reverb. Do you want to just talk us through a bit how it works and show us some sound?
It's actually got 4 units. It's got 2 independent delay units, it's got a reverb unit, and it's got a looper. A lot of people forget about that. And the looper's very good. It's also got reverse and half speed and stuff. So it's cool. Alright, well I'll tell you what, we'll have a look at this. Let's have a little quick run through. So, in normal mode like this, you've got your reverb here. So we'll switch that on and off, very easy. If I tilt this up a little bit, you'll be able to see here, and that white screen print there, they're the main parameter controls for the reverb. And then this knob here, this select your reverb type. Oh, sorry, not there. Select your reverb type. If you have a look there, you can see it's changing. So it's very, very easy. I'll turn the shimmer off to start with. So, say we put a whole reverb like that. You've got decay, tone, and reverb mix. 1 second. Right. All of these mixes are wet and dry, by the way, but I'll show you something about later. You change the tone. Decay, you can have like a, and it'll, you know, it'll go on for quite a while. Reverb mix, okay. Now one thing, like I said before, all of these mix controls are wet and dry. So what we did is menu control, which you can use for going through some deep editing things, also doubles up as a master mix. So I'll show you. If we put this reverb on, if we put the reverb on full mix, sorry, super wet, it's like where's the guitar gone, where's the guitar gone? So for the guys who don't want that, we just dial back the master mix like this. So if we put the like 50%, guitar comes back. And we can put it even lower. So you can set it up like however you like with the wet and dry. And that is also saved when you save presets. So you can have a different master mix for different presets, you know. It's not like, not one global setting that you have to stick to, which is nice. Alright, so let's have a look at the next one. We've got delay B here. We'll switch that on. And same like the reverb. So these controls here, these 4 controls, they're your main controls for the delay. Your feedback, time, tone, and delay mix. And then here's a knob to select your delay type. If we delay times can go up to 2 seconds just using the knob. There we go. Or if you're using the tap tempo, the delays can actually get up to 8 seconds long. I don't know anybody that would use an 8-second delay, but I'm sure there's somebody out there.
So if you want it.
Yeah.
So the two delays then, are they, obviously you can select your type of delay, but
Yeah.
are they fundamentally the same pedal?
Right, so here's the thing. So, no, is the short answer. Both delays have digital, analog and tape. We did this because, you know, a lot of musicians like to use an analog and a digital, or two digital or whatever. But all of the other delay types are different on each module. Some of these can get like pretty crazy too. Like for example, this Galaxy one's a bit mad. So yeah, same again for this one here, and you can stick them around. This has got some crazy ones too. I really like this low bit one actually. I'm not much of a special effects kind of guy. I'm pretty bread and butter when it comes to guitar stuff myself personally, but like this low bit is kind of cool, especially when you got it sort of like a low mix. So you put that high here and dial this back. Oh. That's the kind of thing. It also has some like really weird crystal and stuff like this. Yeah. So obviously, like I say, it's got the special effecty things. But if you just want, look, for example, there's two digital delays running parallel with a different time on each. Actually, that's an important thing, I guess. So, right, this control over here you saw me using for the mix before. If we press that, oh, yeah, you're going to see there's like a little red box here, right? We can move this around like that. So we can change extra things in here, including we can move the order of the effects like that. If we go down to here, we can change the subdivision on the delays. So the tap tempo is really important for these things. So hang on a second, we'll go there. If you're running this in stereo, you can also go to your ping pong, and you can turn this on or off for delay A or delay B. So right, now we've got them like that. If you press these 2-foot switches, now we can tap our tempo like that, and you see the sync up to the correct timings.
So you can sync the two delays?
Yeah, so you can sync them up with any subdivision that you want. Another thing as well, I mean, if you press that, so you've got your master tap tempo there. You've also got individual ones if you just want to change it quickly. This was a request to Devin because that's the way he likes to use the pedal. So, you know, it can be very useful, I guess.
But there's a certain edgy guitarist who might also use a delay like that.
Sorry?
I was trying to an edgy guitar.
Richard, that's terrible. Yeah, but you're right, for sure there is. Yeah. I can't play like that guy, so I won't even try. But yeah, and then you can put all three on at the same time. We might put like a where are we at there? We've got modulated reverb on. So another thing you can do in this menu as well. So like you see, I've selected a mod reverb. If we press into this, this one has some secret parameters which we don't have controls for up there. So you just press into that, and then you can change them like this, no problem. So we bring the rate down, the depth down a little bit.
And there's obviously a huge amount in here, but For the guys who just, sort of traditional guys who don't want to get into programming, can you use this as just almost 3 pedals in one in a manual sort of mode?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, see, if we press this, you've got your 2 different modes. You've got your preset mode, and then you've got this normal mode. If you've got it in this normal mode, it's just like a stomp box. All of these knobs tells you what the actual parameter value is, It just reads from these. It's like having 3 stomp boxes. So yeah, and if you just want normal sounds, put that on a whole digital or whatever, on and off, it's like 3 stomp boxes in one. That's what the reason that we put all of the knobs on is so that everyone can use it like that, I mean, yeah, if you're one of these guys likes programming and stuff, you can get in deep with it. Like I said, you can put it in preset mode, and then you can just run through your presets, like this, and you got tap tempo. If you go into the settings menu, there's a few other little hidden secrets I don't think anyone's discovered in here about this yet. So, you got your trails on and off. Now, with trails off, it's true bypass, actual true bypass. If you put the trails on, there's a DSP bypass, so you don't get any switching noise at all. And obviously, when you switch the delay off, the trails will continue. This one down here, merge on and off, is something Devin asked us to put. So if you've got merge on, and then you got like, I'm gonna switch these on. Let's change the order a little bit. We'll put that one over there. Right. So for example,
that's quite important. If you are operating as 3 stomp boxes, you can have those 3 stomp boxes in any order you want.
Yeah, absolutely. You can run 2 things parallel. I mean, like, right. Well, I'll give you an example here. Let's put the master mix back up full again. Right, okay. So I'm going to put the looper in front of everything else now. So, Scotty, why are you doing that? You must be mad. Well, just to show you something. So, right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Another function we've got in here. It's got a full MIDI. So, if you've got your favourite MIDI pedal, you want to sync it up with everything else, no problem, just plug it in. And in this settings menu here, we put the MIDI map. So you don't have to carry around a giant manual with you. It's very, very quick to get in there to change your MIDI settings, What else we got? Global EQ. So global EQ is an interesting one. This EQs both the dry guitar and the effects. The reason we thought this is good, if you could turn up at a gig with any Renton amp, you can put this in the effects loop. We are running this in the effects loop at the minute, by the way. You can put it in the effects loop, and then you can switch that on. I'll give you an example. So, right, all the effects are off there. I'm going to switch on the EQ, right? So, hear that, and then if we go down to the low frequency cut, or if I crank that up, and it changes the sound of your amp too, So
and that's in bypass mode, but you were mentioning true bypass, so this is obviously operating in buffered bypass, is it?
No. Well, yeah, this operates in true bypass and buffered bypass. Sorry, what's your question again, Richard?
So the EQ, if your pedal's off and it's true bypass, it's having no effect on the sound, but this one obviously is EQing the sound.
No, yeah. So the delays and the reverbs will switch in and out as true bypass, but this EQ will still affect your dry sound. And like I said, the function for that was you can put it in any amp's effects loop or even in front of your amp, and it'll change the character, you know. So if you turn up at a gig, you play brand X and they've got brand Y, you know, you can fiddle about with this and hopefully get it sounding a lot more like brand X, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, an interesting tool, might be useful for some. Turn that off.
Even just EQing for the room, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's this too. Yeah. You might get into a particularly dark room. You know, brighten it up a bit. Away you go. Tone. So if we click in here, you can change how the tone controls work on these effects. I.e., it can be high pass tone control or low pass tone control, and you can change it for each one. You know. So this one is for your reverb. This is for delay B. This is for delay A. Expression pedal, so if you plug an expression pedal in, you click onto this page, you can set the expression pedal to control any parameter that's in the Ocean machine, and that will save the preset too. Ins and outs. It's really important with every digital processors you have an input and an output level control, so that you can use it with all different equipment. So that's really easy to get to. Just go to in and out. You can change your thing there. That's the input to the unit, and if I press that, that's the output from the unit. Yep, trails we said about before. Wireless, you can buy a wireless foot switch for this from Mooer, which will expand what you can control simultaneously, you know. So you've got your 3 foot switches on here. The wireless foot switch has 4 foot switches. So you can sync that up and you've got 7 foot switches to play with, so yeah.
Just need another few feet then.
Yeah, exactly right, yeah. Inputs, it's got stereo inputs, it's got stereo outputs. Like I said, you've got the expression pedal control input, you've got MIDI. Yeah, that's about everything covered, I guess.
So it's pretty well featured. And again, as you'd expect from Mooer, incredibly well priced, given that it is 2 delays and a reverb and the looper, we won't forget this time. So when you compare that to some of the rival units, it's incredibly good value for money. So we've got these in stock already now at stompbox.fxpedal.co.uk, so you know where to come. Thanks for your time, Scotty. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.